My mother was very young, and she had some problems with substance abuse, and she just wasn't capable of caring for us.
There was just me and my sister. We were basically taking care of ourselves, and that was around age 5. Because my dad was a real heavy drinker. He worked third shift, and my mom, she was a drug addict, you know.
I was real scared. I was a little shocked when she left me. I couldn't believe she wasn't there. She was probably drinking or something.
I was placed in the system when I was 3.
When I first went into the foster home, I felt scared. I felt lonely.
Because mainly I didn't want to be there, or they didn't want me there.
We weren't the kids like normal kids, like happy kids.
Well, I was in foster care for 10 years, and I moved about 14 times.
And spanning within a year, I was out of 5 homes.
When my real mom used to be with me, when she leave all the time, it felt like I'd never had a mom before.
Being in a courthouse, you're scared, nervous.
It's this big building with all these people.
Long hallway, a whole bunch of people, you know, talking about me.
It was really difficult.
I thought I was never going to see my brothers and sisters again.
You wonder where your mom or dad went, and you wonder where you're going to end up at, and you just hope it's a good outcome. But most of all, you want to go home.
All kids like me want is a chance.
The program is called CASA, and that stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. And what CASA does is train volunteers who are appointed by a judge to be the voice of a child in the judicial system.
A lot of these kids come in, they're scared, they don't know who they can trust anymore, and I'm just one person. As a CASA volunteer, I can make a difference in the life of a child. I can give that child a chance.
As a CASA volunteer, I'm an advocate for abused and neglected children in court. These children need a voice, and CASA volunteers are there to ensure that their needs are heard.
Children that come to this court, children who are alleged to have been abused or neglected, cannot be stereotyped. They are children that come from every area of this neighborhood, every area of the state or this country. They are black, they are white, they are Indian, they are Asian. They are Catholic, they are Jewish. They are children. We cannot stereotype them, and every one of them deserve the protection of the court.
As a CASA volunteer, one of my responsibilities is to meet with people that are involved with the child in the case. I may talk with the child's doctor, the child's teacher, school principal, caregivers, family, friends, just to get a handle on the child's living situation.
Well, I visit the home and visit with everybody that's involved in the life of the child, make a special assessment to determine whether these children are in the correct educational setting, whether they need special education, or if they need clothing vouchers or counseling and things of that nature.
There just aren't enough volunteers to go around to serve the needs of all those children that find themselves in the court system. Each of those children need and deserve someone to speak for them and only them, and in their best interest when they find themselves in the judicial system.
CASA volunteers play a critical role in helping the court find the best outcome for a child in a bad situation. Sometimes that might mean the child is adopted or placed in a foster home, or the child may be reunited with his natural family. But in order to find the best outcome for every child, we need people. We need caring people to take these children under their wings, and it doesn't take much time.
It's important for a child to have a CASA because this may be the only consistent adult connection this child may have. It is the only consistent person that this child can rely on visiting, taking care of his needs, representing his objective needs to the court. A CASA can be a friend of this child's for life.
As a CASA volunteer, you'll receive a lot of really good training that'll prepare you to be an effective advocate for that child in court.
After being sworn in, I put that knowledge to work when I was assigned my first child.
We're so shrouded in confidentiality for the protection of the child. But there's so much that we do here that we rely on community resources, that we need the community to accept and embrace that child. And a CASA volunteer, a business person, a school teacher, a psychologist, a retired person, a minister, makes no difference, can go out in the community and let our community know what's needed to assist with these children.
You know, I have 2 kids of my own, and you can't help but look at these children in need and think about your children and about how these children in court deserve the same kind of chance as anyone else.
All kids are happy to have somebody, that'll speak up in court on their behalf, tell the people what they feel and what they want to happen.
As a CASA volunteer, I'm a link, a key link in providing information to the court that will assist them in making informed decisions about the case. I'm just one person, but my being there means a lot to that child, and it means even more to me.
That relationship does not end with these kids when the CASA withdraws from the case. This relationship impacts them for a long, long time, and they'll rely on it.
I've been a CASA about 4 years. If I had known what a difference it would make in the life of a child, I would have volunteered a long time ago. Just a little bit of time can really make a huge difference in the life of a child.
Working with these kids, I've seen a child go from being so afraid to becoming a very confident child. One person can change the course of a life.
Every person has the power to make a difference. When you volunteer as a court-appointed special advocate, you bridge a gap and help abused and neglected children find their way. You're one person, but all these kids need is one chance. When you become a CASA, you give them the hope they need so they are no longer afraid. You provide the assurance they need to understand that life can get better. You are the reason they learn that someone will love them again.